how Agentic AI will transform observability. I'm here with Patrick Lin, you're the Senior Vice President and General Manager at Splunk. We're here at .conf 25, and one of the key themes is Agentic AI. Can you explain how Agentic AI is going to transform observability?
For sure. So Agentic AI really is about being able to have an extra set of hands and extra set of brains really to help you throughout all the different things you would do to drive the outcomes for digital resilience, right? And so when you think about in the observability context, a lot of the focus is on the core active troubleshooting. And we already know that AI agents can help pull together telemetry that you didn't know about that should be correlated. They can help reason through that. They can show you the evidence of what they've brought so that you understand that their conclusions are correct, right? But beyond that, we believe AI agents should also be helping you out through the full life cycle of what you do to get to those outcomes. So can you have the agents help you with better problem detection, get you in a better monitoring posture? Can they help you with getting the right data in? Can they help you with remediation, right? So all those different things that are part of that overall life cycle and workflow. That's why Agentic AI is so transformative.
Yeah, and you were talking about, let's say, troubleshooting, for example, incident management. What kind of benefits does Agentic AI have for incident management?
Well, the key really is that it dramatically speeds up what you can do, because now you don't really need to go and search for the data and know exactly what it is you're searching for or how to search for it. You can simply ask questions at a higher level. How is my system doing? What's changed today? And it can go and interpret that and go and grab the right information and assemble it for you and help reason through it as well, right? And so it's sort of like having an observability assistant for you, right? An AI version of an SRE, go and do a bunch of the work for you. Now, does it completely take away the human? We don't think so, right? We do believe the human's going to be in the loop going forward still. However, it's a lot of help to get you to the kind of fix much faster. Right?
Yeah, one of the things you were mentioning, resilience, one of the key words I think here at .conf 25. If you look to proactive threat reaction and resolving the issues, what does, let's say, threat detection mean for resilience in general?
Yeah, so I think that the focus here when it comes to AI is really around what are the kinds of things you need to be concerned about with AI itself driving some of the threats, and are there things that could have happened to the AI that you may have incorporated into your own application, right? So a lot of our focus is on helping the developers, engineering teams who are building AI-enabled applications or agents to understand exactly what is going on, trace the entirety of let's say a conversation, understand what kind of prompts are coming from the user, what we're sending as a system prompt, what comes back from a large language model. And in getting to that kind of visibility, you then understand very fully what's going on, right? And you can bring into that view information from, let's say, Cisco AI Defense, which helps us with understanding whether there's been, let's say, prompt injection or data leakage or any of these kinds of issues that can affect the output of these large language models and therefore kind of compromise what you're trying to deliver to the end user.
And you were talking about telemetry data. So what kind of specific telemetry data is used in observability?
Yeah, so I think the traditional observability golden signals, if you will, right? They're really about kind of application performance, infrastructure utilization. So things like error rates, saturation, latency, right? Fairly common things across almost any kind of system that you can think of. In the case of AI, because you now have something which is not deterministic, right? You ask ChatGPT a question once, it gives you an answer. You ask it the same question, maybe you get a different answer, right? And so that kind of behavior is something that you need to be able to control for when you think about incorporating that into your own applications, right? And so how do you make sure you've got higher quality in the responses? How do you make sure that the cost of using those language models is within the bounds of what you want, right? And how, of course, do you understand the safety of it? Is there hallucination? Is there harmful content, right? Is there bias? And those are all things that are not traditional, not traditionally measured, and are sort of additive on top of what you already got.
Yeah, you get better context, so better results as well. And talking about better results, combining Cisco and combining Splunk is really strong.
Yeah.
So what does it mean for the end client, for your clients? How do they see the difference?
Well, so the most obvious piece of this is we now have amazing visibility into the network. So we already had great visibility across any kind of application, infrastructure. Now if you add in the networks, you pretty much have the entire thing covered, and nobody else has that kind of visibility. And so we've done integrations with other teams within Cisco, let's say 1,000 eyes, to give visibility into owned and unknown networks, so that, just to give you an example, when something happens, oftentimes you got teams going, okay, is it your fault? Is it my fault? Whose fault is it? Within Cisco, of course, the answer is you always blame the network first.
Yeah.
And so now you know, okay, is it actually the network or is it the application that is using the network, right? Without having to second guess or wait for people to establish their incidents, innocence separately. Now, there are obviously a variety of other kind of integrations we've done. We showcased the AI Fabric integration with the Splunk platform. Obviously the Cisco Data Fabric as a concept, that is something that is inclusive of both Splunk and Cisco components. We've taken one of our excellent products around IT service intelligence and integrated it with a variety of Cisco network controllers, so that when you have a problem, you can instantly kind of isolate the problem to a particular domain, right? So the list kind of goes on and on. I think we showed like this rolling set of things on a screen that just kept on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Right?
And next year it will be much longer.
Yes.
Better. Thanks for the great insights, and I think Agentic will make everybody sleep better, even better.
That is the goal.
That's the goal.
All
Thanks
right.
a lot.
All right.
And thank you for watching. And I hope you're going to sleep better with Agentic AI for observability.